Three mistakes you're making when you're feeling emotionally overwhelmed. Being emotionally overwhelmed doesn't mean you're weak, but it might mean that your nervous system is overloaded. But there are three super common mistakes that people make when they are overwhelmed, and they may feel productive and they may even feel reflective, but actually they're making things worse. If you've been spiraling, snapping, shutting down, or crying over small things, this video is for you. Overwhelm is not just a lot of feelings. It is your nervous system saying, it's too much, it's too fast, and for too long. And when you're in that state, your brain reaches for quick relief. It might show up as control, avoidance, over-explaining, numbing, or forcing yourself to keep going. So let's not talk about what not to do and what to do instead. Here's a simple way you can think about it. A behavioral mistake, what you do; a mental mistake, what you think; an emotional mistake, what you judge or suppress. Let's go. Mistake number one. This one's behavioral. You force yourself to produce, to be productive, even if you're not feeling it, instead of giving yourself space. What it looks like: when you're overwhelmed, you're not taking a break. You're locking yourself down to the desk. You're not doing much. You're wishing your way and forcing yourself to try and produce something. It doesn't work because we don't have the capacity. You keep pushing yourself because you think that giving yourself that pressure will force you to produce something. You skip the fresh air. You might eat at your desk. If you eat at all, you're not moving your body. You're holding your pee and you don't reset. And you think, oh, if I sit here, something will happen. Something will come through and I'll get it done. You just sit there and you think, if I don't stop, I'll get it done. I'll get all of it done. And yes, sometimes you do get something out, but the quality is and you feel kind of crappy afterwards. And why it makes it worse? Because overwhelm is a capacity problem. When your nervous system is overloaded, forcing output usually creates more mental fog, more irritability, more mistakes, more procrastination, more self-criticism. It's like trying to squeeze water out of a dry sponge. The harder you squeeze, the less you get. The best thing you could do for yourself when you're feeling overwhelmed is to pause and create space so that flow can kick in. Flow isn't laziness. Flow is your system regulated enough to access your best thinking. You could do a flow reset. You can get up, stand away from your desk, move to a window or out the door if you have backyard or balcony, and get some fresh air. Do a little twist and turn, stretch yourself out, stretch your arms, roll your shoulders, and just move your body for 60 seconds and see how you feel. Ask yourself, what's one deliverable that really matters right now? And then set yourself up for like a 25-minute, 30-minute focus sprint. And if that still doesn't work, I would suggest going out for an actual sprint. Go out, get some fresh air, move your body, allow some fresh oxygen to come in, and really let your body physically create space for you. You're not quitting, you're recentering, and recentering allows you to access better quality. Mistake number two, this is related to your mental body. You were thinking your way out of a nervous system problem. What it looks like: you have 17 open tabs in your brain. You replay a conversation constantly. You write a long text. You make a pros and cons list. You ask your 5 friends. You try to figure it out because figuring out feels like safety. Why it makes it worse? Because when you're overwhelmed, your thinking brain is not fully online. Your body is in threat mode. The more you analyze, the more you're feeding the alarm, and it turns into mental cardio. You're not solving the problem, you're rehearsing it. What you can try instead: overwhelm needs regulation first, clarity second. What you could try is placing one hand on your chest, another on your belly, taking a few deep inhales through your nose and out from your mouth. And every time you exhale, I want you to say to yourself, this is not an emergency. This is not an emergency. This is not an emergency. And if it is an emergency, you can say to yourself, I am choosing to be present in this moment. I am choosing to be present in this moment. I am choosing to be present in this moment. You could try saying that to yourself 3 times or more and let that sit. Then ask yourself, what is truly the next step? Not the whole plan. What is the next step? And the third mistake, this one's emotional. You treat your feelings like it's a problem to eliminate, or you're fighting your feelings. It might show up like when you tell yourself, I shouldn't feel this. This is too much. I need to calm down right now. So you might push it down. You might shame it. You might spiritually bypass it with good vibes only. And it makes it worse. Emotions don't disappear just because you disapprove of them. They get louder. When you're fighting that feeling, you're adding a second layer. You're not just sad. You're sad and mad at yourself for not allowing yourself to be sad. You're not just anxious. You're anxious and ashamed. This starts adding multiple layers of emotions, and that creates overwhelm. You can think of your emotions as data, not a defect. You can start by noticing what those emotions are. I'm noticing that I feel blank, sad, angry, anxious, and so on. It makes sense because fill in the blank, whatever happened, whatever the context is. What I need right now is, again, fill in the blank, space, water, fresh air, a boundary, reassurance, whatever you feel like you need. That's emotional leadership, not suppression. So if you're feeling emotionally overwhelmed, here's the order. Behavioral, stop forcing output, allow the flow to come out. Mental, regulate first, don't overthink. Emotional, validate the feeling, don't shame it. And here's something I want you to remember. Forcing something might work out in the short run, but it never works out well in the long run. Quality comes from capacity, and capacity can be rebuilt. If you want to catch your overwhelm early and reset your nervous system, get in touch. You can email me, hello@CoreyChew.com, or you can Instagram me at CoreyChewHealing and DM me the numbers 2026, and I'll send you my mini burnout prevention guide. Thank you for watching and see you again soon. Bye for now.